Hello Capricorns, welcome to your mid-January 2017 tarot reading. So you have three aces here, and this is quite an interesting reading because it is your solar return month, and with all of these three aces, we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. It basically signifies all brand new things coming to you, and whichever way you decide to head with this, it's entirely up to you. But once again, January is your solar return. It's where a majority of you might have your birth dates, like in December, the end of December, or the beginning of January. But what I'm feeling here is promises of new things if you implement a major big move for yourself. So this could be shifting away from a work situation that was not entirely stable and long term. Okay. I feel like some of you might have gotten a little bit too comfortable in a work environment that I feel like it was okay for some of you, and others it was like financially it was stable, but it wasn't, you're not growing anymore. So I feel that for those of you who are underemployed especially, you're moving ahead and you're supplementing your income with some new projects, some new endeavors, which is going to pan out tremendously. Okay, and I do feel that if you are doing anything where it's like a creative thing that you're doing and you deal with your hands or you work with your hands a lot, be very careful about forgetting things. Like I'm seeing forgetting procedures, like you're supposed to do, things in 1, 2, 3 steps. And I feel like, you might forget a step and then things have to be redone. So just, save yourself the trouble. And I feel like you're not usually very forgetful, but I do see this energy coming through for the next 2 weeks. So, just keep an eye out for that. Okay. So I do see that coming in where you have to like do a lot of things or move a lot of things around, moving furniture or physically moving location, changing location, and you're forgetting things, leaving things behind. So just keep that in mind. I do feel like, a lot of creative projects coming through for many of you. I do see speaking engagements. I do feel like for some of you, you might have to travel in order to either scope out a new territory, looking at a property, looking at an apartment. You might have roommates or people that you're living with moving in or moving out. You might have somebody that might be dependent on you for a couch to sleep on or a place to stay. So that's coming through for the next 2 weeks. What else is coming in as well is I have here the Ace of Cups, but it's shown up in the reverse position, and it's pretty much telling me that, for 2017, one of the main focus for many of you is work. You need to get yourself in a situation where you are financially stable and happy. So that means not settling for jobs where you are underemployed, underpaid, or underappreciated. Okay, so if that rings true, it is really a good time right now to shift forward, change location. And I do see many of you are leaving behind some type of a troublesome work situations, and you're moving into a new office. So I see you carrying this box with a lot of office supplies. They're like personal effects, like personal things, like your own stapler, your own mug, and you're physically moving into a new office, and the new office looks good. And I do see many of you are moving into a house, and many of you are getting offers as well for new jobs. So it looks very good. I do see contracts being signed. I do feel they're saying like for the next 2 months, it's a really good time to look for work. So that's going to bring us into the March time frame as well, the middle of the March time frame. I do see a lot of contracts being signed, and this is for new jobs, new housing situations, new roommates as well. If you are subletting or, renting out space or renting out rooms, new roommates. I do feel here there is a fire sign. So this is a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. And I do feel this is somebody that many of you are, I want to say like either working with, romantically involved with, or he or she is on the way out of a relationship. So either with you or with another person, they're on their way out of a relationship. Okay, so this is somebody that you're going to be dealing with extensively for the next 2 weeks. It could even be a business partner. but I feel that some contracts, some, you know, drawing out boundaries, drawing out clear terms and agreeing on who's doing what, that's going to be required when dealing with this person, because I feel like they're very complacent. um, if they had a choice, they would have you do all the work, like do all the dirty work for them, and they don't want to get their hands dirty. So I feel like it's somebody that is, they're saying very regal, like they have a habit where they feel like, oh, that's too good for me, I don't want to do that. So they're a little bit picky about what they do. And I feel like, you know, they're very good at delegating, they're very good at telling other people what to do, but they don't really hold, um, they hold themselves to a higher standard. So I feel that you're dealing with somebody like this, and you have to, like, you know, make sure things are fair, because it doesn't seem very balanced. Okay, so new jobs coming in for a lot of you. This is a very, very good spread overall, because we have three new aces, and what that indicates is that there's a lot of potential coming through for the next few months. You're going to be really busy, and I do feel as well that, you know, it is still your birthday time, but I do feel a lot of you are hauling like heavy stuff too. You're going to be keeping yourself very, very busy. Make sure your metabolism is up, you know, getting enough sleep, getting enough exercise as well. I do sense that's going to be beneficial for you. We are heading into the colder months in the winter time in the northern hemisphere, so just make sure you bundle up, make sure you know, eat properly. So I do feel, you know, your diet and exercise routine is a little bit thrown off. I do feel many of you might be recovering from a cold as well, so just keep that in mind and keep yourself active as much as possible, mentally and physically. I see a lot of mental energy here, not enough physical energy. Okay, so just keep yourself warm and keep yourself well fed, and, you know, metabolism running, because I feel that the next 2 months will be quite busy as well, and you're going to need to be sharp and on your toes. There's a lot of responsibilities coming in, and I see a lot of movement, so I feel like, you know, home moves and things like that, and you don't want to be sick for that. Okay, so keep your metabolism up. It looks very good, Capricorns. I do wish you the best for the next few weeks. Okay, take care.